Teacher 2, and our very supportive principal, Miss Maria Luisa A. Guyana. To the members of the debate team, classmates, schoolmates, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We are the byproduct of the 21st century, having diverse skills and skills. Thus, today, we would like to showcase a parliamentary form of debate that helps enhance the critical thinking and promote interactive education. Promote effective communication among students. Therefore, today, ladies and gentlemen, let us witness the parliamentary form of debate, where one speaker can interpolate the speaker on the floor. Welcome to the classroom debate using the parliamentary form.
The grade 8 students from the 4 sections, namely Pastor, Aristotle, Socrates, and Linnaeus, shall cultivate their skillful minds by adopting a parliamentary form of debate. Let's watch this. The House believes that money is the root of all evil.
The mechanics. One team composed of 6 members will support a proposition or affirmative. The other team having 6 members will oppose the proposition or opposition. Every speaker of each team shall be given a minimum of 3 minutes to deliver his or her speech.
First speaker, who shall come from the affirmative side, states his or her resolution and builds up a constructive speech, and which shall be followed by the first speaker of the negative side, who advances a position the proposition has laid down before. A rebuttal shall then take place first by a member of the affirmative team and shall be negated by a member of the opposition team. The rest of the members shall take turn depending on the argument each wants to raise.
The first and last minutes of each speech shall be uninterrupted. That is no pause of information may be raised.
The audience shall be given 5 minutes to ask questions to both teams for some clarifications. The last speaker of each team shall sum up and tie up the information in favor of what the group believes.
For the educators, we have Master Teacher 2, Mrs. Grace Alvarado, Master Teacher 1, Mrs. Jima Orozco, and lastly, the school principal, Miss Maria Luisa A. Guyana.
Awards will be given to the following. Best Speaker, Best Cross-Examiner or Rebuttal, Best in Attire, and Best Debating Team. Ladies and gentlemen, let us lend our ears to the 2 debating teams. First, the affirmative team. Let us welcome them. And next, the opposition team. A round of applause, please.
Silence is enjoying. Silence is enjoying.
Good morning, everyone. Why does it look like I'm working? Oh my god. Hello. Okay, again. Good morning, everyone. This house deals that money is the root of all evil, which makes it ironic because we use money to buy food, wear clothes, build shelter, and any other things that we need in order for us to survive. However, we are living in a world that we are not contented on what we have. Yeah, especially money. We always want more. According to Pope Francis Homily, money sickens our minds, poisons our thoughts, and even poisons our faith. That brings us down to jealousy, suspicion, arguments, and conflicts. It drives to idle words and pointless discussion. The early fathers of the church, from around 3rd century, 200 to 300 years, put it in a very blunt way, calling money the dung of the devil. And so it is, because it turns us into idolatrous, fills our thoughts with pride, and turns us away from our faith. Today, humans rely on money for a better living or a better life as much as they rely on water in order to live. The world does not necessarily need money. If money did not exist, this earth would have been a better place. But instead, money has shaped our world into a corrupt nation, people without a conscience, and a society very scrutinizing and greedy human beings, thus making money the root of all evil. Remember, this debate focuses on the statement, money is the root of all evil, which means that we won't be discussing about its benefits, but instead we will be discussing about its negative effects. Therefore, stating any positive effects, benefits, or importance of money will be irrelevant to our argument. If the opposition continues to disregard this warning by means of stating anything good about it, well, their comment will be considered as null or void due to the irrelevance of the statement. Thanks.
For and on behalf of the opposition team, let me convey in my capacity as its leader our most sincere and friendly greetings to all of you, especially to our adversary who baselessly banks on the proposition that indeed money is the root of all evils. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We in the opposition beg to disagree for two reasons, namely, first, we don't want to be a party to the group who adheres into believing to a distorted motion, which, if we subscribe, we may as well partake distorted ideas and become guilty of irresponsible appreciation of facts and truth. Secondly, the issue under consideration is certainly sweeping and without exception. By the employ of the adjective all, it covers everything that is unlawful and immoral. Stated otherwise, nothing evil in this world is caused by other reasons but for monetary consideration. Oh, what a misleading and deceiving proposition. There may be no quarrel had the descriptive word all been written off, as the opposition admits evil occurrences to have in some instances taken place by reason of money. Inviting please the kind attention of the opposing side to pay attention to the phrase some instances. We limit our concurrence to some instances, but never to all instances. Let me emphasize once more that in some degree, we agree that evil takes place in some instances, but never to all instances. As our opponents may lay down their unfounded arguments, we in the opposition are eager to hearing and refute and or disprove them point by point with factual basis. Thank you very much.
In this scene, we firmly believe that money is the root of all evil. It might be subtle, but every crime committed has money as an underlying reason. In this world, money is treated as an idol. Instead of money being the one to serve people, people instead serve it. Whether you are drowning in poverty or living a luxurious life, people always want more. They always tend to need more. The greed caused by the pursuit of money is damaging. We just can't avoid the fact that a little bit of money has always been involved even in the tiniest of crimes, from snatching a mobile phone away from an oblivious stranger to selling illegal drugs. At some point after that, they would sell it to unlawfully satisfy their needs. All the news that we've heard about the countless kilograms of drugs worth billions of pesos is the result of somebody who wants more money than he should have, thus doing something that breaks the law. The abundance of money can lead to people to think about getting more of it. That's when greediness comes in. They just cannot get enough of it. Examples are politicians being corrupt to the people in the places they have power over with, and people creating financial investment scams, enticing people to invest money in return for eye-popping profits, only to get nothing in return, just like what Mgoldix Philippines did to hundreds of people. Even the lack of money makes you do evil things. Those people who are having hardships in life and lives in poverty tend to steal, rob, or plain out threatens a stranger to give them their money and knife directly at their heart. They tend to do bad things to get just what they need, that money. And it isn't just the love of money that is the root of evil things. People commonly say that it is only the love of money, not money itself. But here is my argument. We are talking about the root of evil, the cause, the reason, not the source. Money isn't the thing that is making the evil, but it is the reason why people do evil. And it's not just the love for it too. The need of money also prompts people to do evil. Let us take a poor family for example. One of the members got sick and got hospitalized. Since they are living in a poor life, they cannot pay the right amount of money to the hospital. Now they would tend to do things, to steal things, just to sell them to earn money. Isn't that an evil deed? And it wasn't because of the love for money. It was because they needed the money. That is all I'm saying.
As we all should know, money is just a resource or a tool for our life, but it doesn't serve as our purpose for living. Logically, money isn't even a living being that bears feelings like envy and greed. It does not have telepathic powers that can manipulate us in any way to do evil. Even the 7 deadly sins has existed even before the monetary system, because executing sins has been ingrained in man since the dawn of time. So let me ask you why people think that money is the root of all evil, even though it is not. So, first and foremost, people fantasize about living in lavish mansions while sitting on their velvet sofas and sipping on their most expensive wine. And this is the core of the problem for us human beings. We turn a blind eye on what's important and selfishly exploit money for our repulsive, greedy needs. Because money isn't the problem here. Money doesn't manipulate us. We manipulate money, which is a very obvious statement since we are beings of high intelligence and we are more capable of doing physical things than lifeless currency that we use in our economy. So let me tell you that my other point is, in truth, money is neither good nor evil, but its possessor gets to decide what to do with it, whether it is for good causes or it's for doing unspeakable things. But if you still think that money is still the root of all evil, then I should really tell you my insights regarding the matter. There are different roots that could result to many kinds of evil. Murder can be caused by anger. Rape can be motivated by extreme lust. Discrimination, bullying, and racism is a product of ignorance. So, is money really necessary in these situations? No. Only shallow people think about money 24/7. In our vast world, there are different kinds of people. There are good people, bad people, and people that might just slit your throats when you just said hi to them. And these people have different kinds of motivations when it comes to doing evil things in general. Let's take, for example, ISIS, or the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. It is a religious group with carefully considered beliefs. And one of their beliefs is the key to unleash the apocalypse. Not the zombie kind, but the end of the world. And I know it's bizarre. And do you know how they try to achieve this? They commit genocide, mass murder. They thirst for blood, not for money. And it is proof enough that money is not the root of all evil, because according to our basis for evil, I think that their crime is at the top of the peak. So, I guess this is really proof. And sometimes there are just irrational beliefs that drive humans in doing inhumane things. And there are just certain psychopaths that breathe the same air as us. Thank you.
I would like to apologize because I think the opposition has misunderstood the statement, money is the root of all evil. In your statement, you told us that rape, murder, kidnappings are caused by money. Is that wrong? And you told us that ISIS wants to commit mass genocide and that money has no relation to it. You are absolutely correct. But we are talking about money as the root of all evil. You are talking about crimes, murder. Murder comes from evil. Jealousy, hatred, greed. And greed comes from money. Money is the root of all evil. Greed started from money, and then jealousy started from greed. You always want more, and that is greed. Eventually, you become jealous of people who have some things that you don't, and you start hating them. And those are evil things: hatred, jealousy, greed, murder, kidnappings, abductions, hostage situations. Those are just the surface. The core of everything here is money. Let's start with the Bible. 1 Timothy chapter 6 verse 10. For the love of money is the root of all evil. And some people wander off from their faith and get pierced by griefs. This is the Bible we're talking about here. Centuries ago, they have already been talking about money as the roots of all evils. And up until now, even though money may not be directly associated with crimes, that is true. It will never be directly associated with crimes. Evils like jealousy and hatred are the ones who are directly associated with crimes. But what is the root of all evils? And the root of all evils is money. The love of money. The love of money is not literal. Please do not take it literal. It means greed.
Point of information.
Excuse me, sir. I just stated that money is not the root of all evil. I just explained that for evil to exist. Like there is anger, lust, like the seven deadly sins in general. And it's not just money. There are many kinds of roots that can result to many kinds of evil. So that's
So wait, it's not just money. So you're actually agreeing that money is a part of it.
it is, but our debate is about no wait. Our debate is about stating that money is the root of all evil. That money is the root of all evil. So basically, it should say that only money, that money is the only root of all evil. But what about the others? But what about the other reasons? So is it not included, or it really contradicts your argument?
I never stated that money is the only root of evil. I stated that money is the root of all evils.
But there are other reasons.
State them, please.
As I said earlier, anger, lust, or other ignorance.
Yes, those are evils.
I
But those are
know,
the evils I'm
but
talking about.
it isn't only money that fuels these evils to be, basta.
You're absolutely right. It's not only money. Because
You're agreeing with us.
it's also the devil. The devil is controlling money. And money is controlling us. Look around you. Everyone carries money to school. Everyone needs money. Without money, we can't build homes, schools, hospitals. So you can say it's important. And it has
So you're
a certain
agreeing that
oxygen.
it's not really that evil?
However, it is like a poisonous gas as well. Because money is, of course, poisoning us mentally, morally, physically, and emotionally. How? Well, it's because of money, evil exists. Because money is a form of temptation. And temptation is where evil comes from.
Lapis yung timer. Next speaker.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and especially to the teachers around and the audience. Here's my speech. Whilst it can be argued that money is not the root of all evil, when you look at crime, pornography, corruption, etc., it is clear to see that money is the temptation that causes people to do trouble. And if that temptation was not there, then there would be far more less evil around us. Ultimately, it is man's love for money. It's man's love for money, also known as greed, that causes these different kinds of evil like crime, greed, corruption, etc. If we replace money with, let's say, for example, carrots, then in time, the same thing will go through with carrots. We need to reduce the significance of money. Then perhaps we, as a society, can drastically reduce the occurrence of all evil around us. And if we live in a classless society, then it can also help reduce the importance of money, because people are often regarded on their personal or family wealth rather than their ability. And if you try to analyze the phrase, money is the root of all evils, then we can determine a few reasonable key aspects that can certainly and undoubtedly support the concept of this issue. The first of which...
So it's just basically you are agreeing to our side because you are like saying that the love for money is the root of all evil, not money itself. So which is technically the reason why this debate has been organized for us to elaborate our points, but as what you have said, that according to what you have researched, that the love for money is what makes money work. So, are you just saying that you are just sort of teaming up with us because we are totally in contradiction to what the point of your team is?
I am. Don't give me that smile. I'm not actually teaming up with you. I'm just saying that all evils around this world, all evils you can see around, it all boils down to money. Exactly. Shall I continue, please? I'll continue. Oh yeah, I've already said that there are few more reasonable key aspects that money is the root of all evil. First of which I will talk about is greediness. You see those people of the upper classes in the government, or even before the ancient times, they take along the wealth, in every devious ways they can find. Because of this dreadful act, a load of the citizens that they govern are now suffering the common problems the modern world faces today, such as hunger, thirst, the lack of sanctuary to sought in, etc. The second key aspect that I'm about to tell again is crime. These suspects commit these different kinds of crime. They don't do anything else about it other than for money. They are willing to take both the objects and the lives of others just for the sake of money. Is it really worth it? And yet again, we can see the bad effect money has brought. Thank you very much.
Money is the root of all evil. Some of you have heard that phrase from someone or thought that it's a verse from the Bible. But the problem is, it is not in the Bible. The actual verse says that for the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil, not the money itself. The root of evil comes from the wickedness of man and his love for money. Money itself is neither good nor evil. Money is used as means of paying for goods and services. It is defined as being any object that has unit of value, can be stored and used as a medium of exchange. What you choose to use your money for may be good or evil. We need money to stay alive. That is why money has become so important that men will do horrible things to get it. Because people think that if we have lots of money, we can do everything or anything. That is one of the reasons why people love money. And the love of money becomes the ultimate idolatry. Some people said that money has been happening before a monetary system. There are evil things that has nothing to do with money, like rape by uncontrollable lust and a murder because of hatred. There is nothing wrong with money or the possession of money, but only if we keep money in proper perspective by understanding its use and dangers, and by never allowing ourselves to get to the point of loving money.
Again, as we say that money is the root of all evil, we also use money, but still, money is good. But anything that is good also have its own dark side. And also, as you notice, if we will just talk about trees or plants, it doesn't only have one root; it has lots of roots. And maybe it just means that money, maybe not literally, I think it's just one of the root or one of the main causes of evil. But if you say that, for example, you have a salary of 10,000 pesos, you just pray to God that, God, please make it double. I want it 21,000 because I will need more of it. So in the next few months, your boss gave you your salary and you are surprised to see that it's 20,000 pesos. You're happy for a while, and then after the next day, you just prayed again, Lord, please give me 40,000, and it keeps on doubling again and again until it reach about 120 pesos. And then, because of that, many other people became jealous of what you have because you have a large salary, and they want to have also want yours, and that's not it. Your boss and the company that you've been working on is running out of money because you are not satisfied of what you have. No matter how big they increase, no matter how big your salary is, you're not satisfied with what you have. Or let's say you're contented, but there's temptations around. Well, money is a temptation. Let's just say that you want to save your money for next year because you have an achievement, but still as you walk by a store, you saw a bit what's that, a nice stuff right there, nice bags, and you say that, oh, maybe just few, and then the next day you are tempted again and again. Well, it's not just crimes that money is contributing to. Temptation. Well, as you say that money is not root of all evil. Well, may I just say that money is something that tempts you, that just controls you to do evil.
Excuse me, sir. You said that a while ago. You said that there are temptations. We are talking in this debate about money, and you said there are. So there are other temptations around you, and you said that.
As my point, what I said is there are temptations that's caused by the money. And for example, as I told you the example that as you're walking by the street, you saw a bag over there, and the money you just want to save, you use it to buy that stuff you want.
Money is not just temptation in this world. How about the lust? How about the girls there that you adore? How about those other things?
Yes, that's included to that temptation.
What about money? Money is not included in those girls.
Some girls love that dude because they get lots of money. In sanitation.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Let me introduce myself. So I'm just it's an honor to be standing here as one of the speakers. So, money is the root of all evil. How many times have you heard that? I hear it often. But as Miss Speaker here said, the problem is that it's not in the Bible. It's from a misquoted verse from the Bible, which says, "For the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Some people, eager for money, have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves with many wounds." And we'd have to admit that this verse is true. You've seen people fall in love with their money, and it causes all kinds of hurt. Notice the difference? It's about the love of money, not the money itself. Being the root.
Information.
May I finish first this speech?
We all know that the writings in the Bible are not literal, do we? And when the Bible wrote down the love of money, this itself was not literal, just like when it wrote down that the people were pierced with griefs. Can you actually get pierced with griefs?
Sometimes.
No, you get pierced with sharp objects. So when the Bible wrote down the love of money, this wasn't actually talking about actual love of money. What it meant here was greed. That was
my clarification. Thank you.
So, may I continue? Money is neither good nor evil. It's simply a medium of exchange, a tool. Use it to create, support, and love those around us, as well as myself and those I don't know. God uses our system of commerce to further His kingdom. Sure, He could do without our money. He could do anything He wants with no money at all. More than 1.5 million family beneficiaries of the government's poverty alleviation program, or the Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino program, or 4Ps, have been removed from the list of being the poorest of the poor and are now classified as non-poor. See what money can do? Through money, we can help people. Through money, we can prevent poverty. Money is in fact a root of all good. Let me tell you an example of a truly evil deed. A good and simplistic example would be an evil deed by an individual who has no sophisticated concept of money nor wealth. If one is completely unaware and unfamiliar of money and its nature, then the end goal of their evil, if one exists, yes.
Did you say that money can prevent poverty?
Yes.
Actually, as we say, we can say that money prevents poverty. But still, even though it ironically also causes poverty. For example, it's the greed, and because money causes greed. And then, just imagine, 2% of the world are billionaires, and they own 43% of the world's money. And does that prevent them? Does that prevent others from being in poverty? The question is, not it's the billionaires alone. How about the middle class? How about the millionaires? They own about 94% of the world's money. If we add all in all, how about those who are living in Africa? They only earn about 0.6% of the world's money, and still, even though they have money, why is it that they're still in poverty?
So, we all cannot say that everybody can donate or whatever.
And also, I say that the rich countries are covering everything that they did to the poor countries by sending 130 billion worth of aid, but which is not enough. But to make it
So, okay, so for us, money is irrevocably and absolutely irrelevant. Therefore, money is not the root of all evil. If ever it is the root of all evil, why do they ask for it at church? So, that's all. Thank you.
Good morning. Money is the root of all evil. This statement may sound absurd to many, but it's actually not from the truth. If not, it is the truth. We stand here today because we want to open our eyes. We need you to be aware of our current situation. Nowadays, we have 6-year-olds throwing tantrums because they want the latest iPhones. That's our youth today. Their minds have been corrupted and poisoned by the very thing used to buy your daily needs, money. The United States has the highest crime ratings, internationally having 11.88 million cases of criminal offense, according to the Nation Master of 2002. Millions of lives have been taken over by power, by wealth, and have fallen over depravity, or simply being drawn to evil, to money. When inquired, several sources state that money is the main cause for crime, homicide or otherwise.
Now you've heard, I know you've heard the idiom, money doesn't grow on trees. Well, of course they don't. Money is needed to be earned and worked for. But some try to take the easier route. Theft, homicide, and abductions are all somehow related to money. Greed and desperation for wealth are the main culprits as to why people do bad things. Money is so strongly needed in our lives that it has become our second oxygen. But little that we know that our second oxygen is slowly poisoning us, mentally, morally, emotionally, and physically. We've laid out the facts for you. Open your eyes. One way or another, money is the root of all evil. That is all.
Good morning, everyone. Let me start my opposing opinion about the debate. Many of us have grown up with certain myths about money. Indeed, whenever I speak this in other people, we always say that money is the root of all evil. But this is the problem. We live in the world that people adores money. People loves money and glorifies those with money. That is the problem. My group had said this before and I will say it again. Money is just a tool or resource in our lives. It is a non-living thing. It doesn't control your mind, but you yourself can control your mind. You yourself can control the money you are using. So you and we are the source of all evil. Non-living things cannot manipulate us, but we can manipulate those things. It can be evil if you make it your life, or hence you love those money. It can be evil if you make it the point of your existence. The danger of love of money is also shown when we begin to adore destination rather than process. Money is not the source of injustice. The root of injustice comes from the wicked and immoral ways of the people. That these immoral ways and these wicked ways of the people uprooted and perverted the original use of money, which was for trading, and greed overcomes his or her heart. Thank you.
Thank you very much, speakers. I'd like to call on Kayla and Daniel.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Upon hearing the battle of minds, there are some students eager to question.
Here we have Albert from Aristotle.
Good afternoon, everyone. May I ask Nixon from the opposition side to answer my question? Nixon, what else can you say about the verse from the Bible as the opposition side said? 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10.
Thank you for that question, Albert. The other things I can say that the love for money is the root of all kinds of evil is that the love for money is greed. And that greed led us to do a load of the evil things that exist around the world. And it has become the true meaning of our phrase that we believe that money is the root of all evil. That is all.
Thank you, Mr. Nixon. Here is Daryl from Pasture.
I would like to direct my question to Mr. John Luke. I would like to confirm your assumptions and why you said that people tend to be very greedy. I would like for you to confirm that on the reasons why people are greedy and give me ways of why they should not be.
As I say, people, well, all of us are experienced of being greedy, but those who, as I say, the richest 2%, the 2% of the world are the richest people, and they own 43% of the world's wealth. And still, if they are contented of what they have, they should just have, like just decreasing the production, or they could just accept on the money that they have, or even just donate their money to the poor.
Pwede ko
But still, they just
Di
keep
na
on
mo
having
ko,
the business.
dili na si Jam.
And also,
Puno na dyan memory.
if
Sa ako
they are
cellphone.
not greedy and they are generous enough to donate all their money, and not necessarily all, but the money they don't need anymore to those who are desperate and those who need money because they're living in poverty, well, they could just help or they could contribute to the world. Just for example, some of the, like, just what's that again? It's the 2%. It's the 2% of the world who owns most of the money, and that's not just it. There are still others who still owns a lot of money. So what can I say?
I would like to thank our educators for spending your time witnessing this one of a kind event. This really helped boost our confidence in communication and interaction between and among students. Over an issue, money is the root of all evil. To the speakers, congratulations for asserting your views. To everyone who made this possible, thank you very much and good luck. Round of applause, please.
Thank you very much. I sense that the other speakers are still willing to rebut and ask and cross-examine, but we don't have enough time. I appreciate so much your intelligent ideas about the matter. We'd like to ask our adjudicators to declare the best speaker, the best cross-examiner, and the best debating team with the best in attire too.
Nika.
Let's announce now the best speaker of the both sides now, just one speaker. Best speaker. Very consistent, spontaneous. May I give this microphone to the principal?
We are giving the floor to Sir Mosquito this time. The reason for this is, since Sir Mosquito is the advisor for the correction debate team, he knows the ground rules for debate, and so he for sure knows kung kinsa katong grupo or katong individual who has this particular talent sa speaking, sa rebuttal, the one who is in his or her best attire, and the debating team. So, though na-discuss kami, the four of us, siguro we'll give the floor to Sir para sa senior high school, makita niya na yung ako sa akin.
Good afternoon, everyone. I think I have to thank first the principal for inviting me to come over in your debate, and most especially, congratulations to both teams. Actually, it's good to hear your points. That's why I noted here some points that you have presented. From the first speaker down to the last, both teams, you have presented well your thoughts, your arguments, and your rebuttals. But for this debate, for the best speaker of the House, I would give to the government bench in the person or for the fifth speaker of the House. Best speaker, fifth speaker. Yeah, the one in the gray. Yes. And the best rebuttal speaker still on the government bench, we have the third speaker of the House. And the winner for the debate, I will explain the reasons why, so that you will know what points and what made us decide why they have won this debate. So for now, the debate with the motion, money is the root of all evil, the winner goes to the government bench, the proposition. Government bench is on the positive side, opposition is on the negative side. Now, for what reasons and for what grounds? Actually, starting with the government bench, I see how they thread and how the consistency of their, how they expand their thoughts from the first speaker down to the last. It's very important that in the debate, you should be able to go through from the first speaker down to the last so that your arguments are very strong. You cannot just go without connecting one thought to another, because each of you is contributory to the success of your arguments. Let me take, for example, the points of the best speaker. He had mentioned status quo. This status quo is very important in giving grounds. Let's say, for example, he made mention about how many percentage goes to this, and they made mention also about not being literal the way we understood what is being written in the Bible. That they have given and they have extracted the definition of terms. And they have laid down examples and reasons why money becomes the root of all evil. Able to give your reasons, but unfortunately, there were speakers who were given to give other points rather than bringing their grounds or bringing your debate more into one, like intact. You have to talk as a team. What will be your support to the claims of the first speaker? The second speaker will support the first speaker, the third, and so on. But you can make your own points. But the thing is, there must be threading of your arguments. You should be able to go through one point to another. Okay. Now, supposed to be, I have to declare there's two speakers, but for reasons that we only have to declare one. The second best speaker is coming from the opposition, and that goes with the last speaker of the House.
Yeah.
Right? You were able to summarize the points of your stand, and you were able to you were able to crystallize the idea of your team. It was only then in your endpoint that I totally understand what you were trying to say as a team. But rest assured, it's a close fight between the government and the opposition team. And I might be inviting you so that more or less you will be prepared for the debate society. So it's open also for junior high school. We're planning to have trainings for parliamentary debate so that your potential will be top and that your skills into speaking will be developed more and you will know how to present your grants. And congratulations to ma'am for coming up this a very intellectual exchange of ideas of the students. Congratulations once again and thank you for coming. And the best in attire, we have still on the government bench the fourth speaker of the House. Congratulations. So it's a close fight. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Super thanks to our adjudicators, especially Sir and the principal and the two master teachers, and to the audience who are still here despite of our time na lunch na, and to our speakers. Congratulations. A round of applause. First and foremost, to our OBENZA, and to our speakers, congratulations. I am amazed at hearing from you. In fact, sir, grade 8 ako or second year before sa ako time, di ako medyo mga words na mga bizarre, mga grabe. I'm very talkative kagaina, because I was really amazed and I am very happy and I am challenging you to keep on reading and keep on talking, because in that way you will develop more. So to each and everyone, even the audience, I am encouraging each and every one of you to read and to talk. So this is a good ground for you. Debate in the classroom is a good ground for you. I hope we can see you in stages someday for mga debates na gagawin ng mga akbuan. So again, congratulations, and it's really nice to see you looking great. Kung ako sa ako palihakan next season sa ila ni ang mga ladies na ako ang mga attire. Pagkakasipo ko sa ako attire. So pinakot ko sa kayo. Okay, so again, congratulations and thank you very much. Happy lunch, everyone. Congratulations. Good luck.